Welcome back, Airsoft Academics. So what exactly is preventative maintenance, and what will it do to extend the life of your gun? Check out your pinion gear. Make sure you still got a little bit of grease on there. Make sure that you're not seeing any signs of extreme wear or deformation. Also, we want to make sure that everything's nice and clean back here, that we don't see signs of corrosion. This motor looks like it's in good health. There's a couple of ways you can test that, but that's for another time. So what are the key areas that we should be looking at inside of the gearbox once we get it apart? One area we can be looking at is the piston, to be inspecting it for damage. Check the teeth, make sure that they look like they're in good condition, that you don't have any signs that they're chipping or being worn away, and honestly, not too bad. Considering this piston has been unchanged, I would have to say this is doing wonderfully. Making sure your piston has a good seal. This one does not, so we're going to immediately fix that. It's funny because you wouldn't tell just by looking at it, but apparently that one's not sealing anymore. This is how you check if you've got an air seal. You just cover this end, put pressure on the piston, and if the air alone prevents you from going in, you're in good shape. We'll just do it a little favor and keep it conditioned. A little bit of grease, work that in there. Excellent, excellent. That's what we like. Now, while you're in here, be sure you check out these wires. You're not going to get many chances to do so. Make sure all the connections look good, no corrosion, all the usual things that we're looking for with electronics. A little bit of a pinch there, but doesn't look like it's exposed to anything. So just like with any of these other moving parts, we just want to make sure that all the teeth look like they're in solid condition and that we're not seeing any bits of metal in here or plastic that indicate that maybe something isn't working as it should be. Also, you want to make sure that everything is shimmed correctly. Making sure the gears aren't binding on the side of the gearbox or even against each other is super critical. That's what you should be hearing. Nothing. We're going to put the case back on without the piston, and you should be able to spin things freely and quietly. You shouldn't hear any grinding noises. Smooth. You should only really take a gearbox apart if you're having a problem or if you want to verify your work. And in this case, I needed to check a few things out, and I'm glad I did. We caught that O-ring problem, so that's great. So one of the final things you can do is check to see how your piston is actually being picked up by the gears. So try to center things the best you can. And in this case, it's picking up very solidly off the back of the piston and then doing a great handoff onto the gear. That's why we're not seeing metal shavings or all kinds of horrible things inside of this gearbox. Now it's just a matter of putting everything back together and running it through the chrono to verify all the work we've done. I hope today's video was helpful to you in some way, and if it was, let us know in the comments. And as a bonus for watching this far, here's what it looks like when you expect your piston to have a seal. With airsoft guns, having a good seal is critical, so making sure I don't have a seal. I don't have a seal. That'll be it for today's video, but if you are interested in leveling up your skills even further, then check out this video here. Thanks so much for watching. Class is dismissed.